All right, so today we are focusing on just basic stretching, getting back to the basics. I'm squatting here about 7 to 10 times, I believe. Not really squatting, just kind of dropping my hips down, not in a full forward fold, but you should be in a forward fold position with your legs as wide as they can go. Now we're going to extend ourselves into a forward fold, pushing into the earth, reaching our left hand up to the sky with our right hand planted down on the floor. Exhale, put the right hand back on the floor. I'll put the left hand on the floor and extend the right hand up to the sky. And we're going to go from side to side. Baby, when I tell you these joints are stiff, I need some work to be done. Because, if you don't use it, you lose it. So you all are going to be going with me as I really just get back into gaining back my flexibility. So yeah, we're going to come back into a forward fold. Just releasing any stress, inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to come down because I want to work on a lot on hip mobility. So we're going to be practicing some frog poses. So if you can't, go ahead, get into frog pose wherever you're at, because this is where she's at. Just embrace it, accept it. You keep practicing, you will get further down. So you want to make sure that your knees and your feet are both at a 90 as best as you can. And then just kind of exhale. You can use a block for support here like I did, or you could just place your hands on the floor in front of you. You can also choose to rock back and forth in this position, and we're holding this frog pose for 1 minute. It can get a little intense. Don't worry about it. Just go at your own pace. The more you practice, the better you become, the less tight your hips are. All right, so bring yourself up and out of that pose slowly and surely. Bring your knees together. Now what we're going to do is bring the block under your right knee. So we're going to be putting our right knee on top of the block, and we're still going right back into that frog pose. Just our right knee is elevated and the other knee is also in that 90-degree angle for a frog pose. And we're going to just rock back and forth here, and we're also holding this position for another minute. Focus on your breath. When you inhale and when you exhale, make sure you try to sit back into the pose just a little bit more so it opens up those hips. You can rock, you can shake, you can do whatever you need to do to get you through this posture. Okay, and when you're done, well, actually our minute is up, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to place that block under the knee, and we're going to make sure that our knee and ankle is at a 90-degree angle on both sides. And we're going to come down into our frog pose. You can rock back and forth here. It can be a little intense, I know. Shake it out. If you know how to isolate, get your isolation on. If you are a male and you don't want to isolate, then don't do that. Keep focusing on your breath. And we are done with this minute. So we're going to bring our knees together. I'm just experiencing the, ooh, wow. Yeah, that was some tight action going on there. So we're going to come back up. We're going to come to our forward fold, and we're doing these squats. Dropping the hips down. 3, 4. I'm so tight, guys. This is going to be supposed to be 5, so make sure you finish out that 5th one. And then we're going to come to our forward fold here. If you can, bring your elbows to the mat, complete forward fold. You might realize that even with just that little bit that you've been able to deepen your forward fold. And we're going to go back to our right and left lunges. So you can kind of walk it over hand, or if you are just jamming it out here, just drop from side to side, and we're back to the middle, forward fold, pushing our hands into the earth. We're going to drop back down to our knees, and we are going to come into another frog pose. Using the block again, we're going to put our knee on top of the block. We're going to bring those knees out to 90. Adjust it as you may. I was trying to see if I could get a little further this time. Trying to push myself here. We are holding this pose for 1 minute. And now that we're done, we're going to come out of that position nice and slow. We are going to keep practicing this same routine every day for the next 14 days, along with some others, but this is going to be our 10-minute warm-up. All right, now we're going to go back into our regular frog pose. No blocks are needed. Make sure both knees and ankles are at 90 degrees. You can come to your forearms or use the block as a prop. You can send the hips back if you would like and rock a little bit while you are in this posture, in this pose. Say some affirmations. I am grateful that my body is able to move. I am grateful for movement. I am abundant. I am blessed. And walk your hands back to the midline of your body. coming slowly out of this position. Bring your heels down to your buttocks. And I want to just thank you so much for joining me. That is going to conclude this workout or stretch session. Peace.